Hello, 8th class student. Welcome again in online mode. So today we start the geography last chapter 7, human resource. Human resource means we people. Our education, our training, our professionalism and the skill that create a balanced human resource, and that utilized by the system in different working and the professions that we call the human resource. In this chapter we know about the population composition, as well as we also call the structure. Structure means the age groups, different age groups, how can they divide their work, health conditions, healthy, unhealthy, literate and illiterate, income groups, that we know by the different terms. How can we calculate these things? And how can they affected the population change? Because when we read about the population, it study in the two aspects, the quality and the quantity. Both are necessary for the development. So in this chapter we start structure of the population to know about the some terms. First we take the term sex ratio. Sex ratio means division of gender, male and female. The average sex ratio of the world is estimated at the 990 female per 1000 male. It means we have to be check the number of female per 1000 male. In Asia, it is the 957. Unfortunately, in India is the 940 per 1000 according to the census of 2011. That is change in the developed and developing nations because of some facilities. But the main feature and the cause behind this, the female foeticide, the infanticide, that we also studied earlier. Foeticide means when the girl child killed in the mother's womb, and infanticides when we kill the girl child after the birth. Both are the prevail in India, but increasing of the education and the literacy, that the margin is become less between the male and female, but the necessary measures are to be taken by the government to balance the sex ratio, because it is must that sex ratio is balanced for the need of the balanced sex ratio. Next, the age composition. According to the age, that we divide into the three groups. The children below the 15 years, it's called the dependent population, because they depend for their necessities on their parents for their food, clothing, medical care. And the working is 15 to 59, means they contribute the productive role in the economic growth of the country. And the 59 age group, that is the economically productive, but they work very voluntary, as well as they also the dependent for their needs on the children and the society also. One more group after the 2001, one more group identify adolescents, the 10 to 19, they call the required. If we complete the need of these group, so we make a good human resource for our country. Next, the literacy. Who is literate? The ability to read and write is known as literacy. In India, a person who is able to read, write and understand is called a literate. unable to in this write and read, that called the illiterate. According to the census of 2011, India having the 74.4%, 04%, and literacy rate in female, and in male the 82.14%, and it's varied in the rural and urban according to this. Kerala is the highest literacy rate. Lakshadweep is also, it is a small island in India, 92.85. After that we discuss about the distribution. According to the distribution, we have the categories: the thickly populated area, moderate populated area, and the sparsely populated area. And this division according to the physical feature, terrain of that area, means in the mountainous region the less people live, in the desert less people live, mountainous region less people live, but in the plain areas the people live because the facilities are provided in these areas. So more than 90% of the world population lives in only the 10% of the land surface. According to this, that we divided into the different categories. Thickly populated areas, regions where the density of population is very high, called the thickly populated area. The south in the Southeast Asia, thickly populated, the largest continent also, fertile soil, warm climate. Climate is also play a very important role in this. Mineral resources are also found in the Europe and North America, so the thickly populated. As well the moderately populated area, the central USA, Deccan Plateau of India, and the eastern Europe, central China, parts of South America, moderate. Moderate means not so very high and not very less, settled due to the favorable economic factors. Sparsely populated areas, the region where the density of population is sparse, very less, means they do not easily accessible, remote areas, climate not favorable. So in these areas the population is less. Amazon, Congo Basin, Sahara Desert, cold deserts. So these areas the less. Which geographical factors that affected on this, that we discuss about this, the geographical factors. First, the topography. Topography, the density of population is less in mountainous region because the life is very tough, economic activities not carved very easily, suitable land not to provide for the farming, manufacturing industries not lay out. So in the mountainous region people are not survive very easily, but in the plain region like the Ganga plains areas, the world and the regions of Asia, the people live very easily because they have the facilities. So topography or the terrain of the land is the must geographical factor. Climate, area having the extreme type of climate like the Sahara Desert, polar region, Russia, Canada, Antarctica, so that they affected the life of the people. Some other factors that we discuss in the next video. Thank you.